if you're trying to replicate music, from a bygone era, yeah, AI is going to eat your lunch every single freaking moment. But the moment that you switch over into creating something that's literally never even been fathomed by other humans, now AI has zero power over you. AI music is dangerous. All right, let's see what Mr. Bartley has to say about AI.
B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat. A B flat, B flat, B flat. A B.
Get that, bro. I hate this. It's making leaps and strides.
Yeah.
It's making leaps and strides.
It will continue to.
Past anything we could have imagined, bro. This is absolutely has the potential to replace us.
We did imagine it, dude. We imagined that, okay? That was imagined by humans, okay? So, already a little off base, brother, because you're fundamentally missing the point here. The AI doesn't even exist without us, right? Now, this is not to say that we didn't just start a race with the AI. But if you think that AI is going to beat you to your own destination that you're creating, don't you understand? You're choosing where you want to go creatively, right? AI cannot beat you to that place, okay? Now, here's what I understand about Patrick Bartley. He thinks of himself as a jazz musician. These guys in this video that he's reacting to, meta reactions here, they're all like jazz musicians. They're like,
we proudly pigeonhole ourselves in this one little idiom.
And what's super ironic is that, if you guys have been watching my channel, I always say jazz is a mentality anyway, right? It's not a style, it's a freaking mentality. So when you tell the AI to play like jazz, it doesn't create anything new. It creates what those guys think jazz is, which is why they're freaking out.
The copium is unbelievable with some of y'all in this chat. I'm just gonna be real. Copium is real.
Am I coping? Is this copium? I mean, maybe. Let's think about that for a second. Am I coping? No, I'm creating. I'm just creating, okay? That's what I'm doing. I'm creating. And because I create so freaking much every freaking day, I don't fear AI. Like I said, I'm creating my own destination of creative mastery. AI can't beat me to a destination that it doesn't know exists. And if you really want me to cut you deeper on this, it's like, don't consume so much. You got to start creating. Hello? Like, if you're just consuming this stuff, you're basically a receptacle for marketing. But when you start creating, you start to see you have the power of the universe within you. I'll keep cutting you down right here. If you wanted to use AI, right, to support your creative vision, I don't see what's wrong with that, okay? Because Patrick Bartley's saying, oh, you're going to take away somebody else's job because you're going to use an AI saxophone solo. Dude, not the right framing of this problem. Things change, okay? Number one. And what are they changing into? They're changing into the situation where each individual person, you, me, anyone you can think of, we now have more tools than ever before to realize creative visions. So the constraints of outsourcing things no longer affect our ability to realize a creative vision, okay? It's all a mentality thing, brother. It's all a mentality thing. Come on, man. If you think you're gonna get crushed by the AI, you're gonna get crushed by the AI. And look at the proof. The proof of that is literally, he's thinking about humans doing generic tasks, right? He's thinking like,
AI is going to take the job of the saxophone player who is playing in the background of a cocktail party.
how many people do you know can play jazz standards in the background of a cocktail party? I personally know hundreds of them. And for that reason, I wouldn't ever pursue that as a career goal. Oh, you want to play jazz standards in the background of a cocktail party? That's what you want to do? Well, guess what? AI is going to replace you if you want to do that.
This absolutely. Why would a random person on the street who knows what AI is and knows what Suno is, why would they not use this? They can save thousands of dollars on the greatest musicians in the world. And
Right.
just make it flat
So
beat.
the argument is fundamentally flawed here because a random person on the street who has a musical vision would only ever hire a specific musician with a specific voice that is unique to that individual, right? For example, David Binney is on my record. I wasn't looking for a saxophone solo. I was looking for a David Binney solo on a very specific piece of music. Like AI, it's just, I'm sorry, it's just not gonna work right there. There's almost no scenario where AI would replace a specific individual. You're not just talking about some random guy who plays saxophone on Fiverr. That's not what this is. You're talking about a specific individual with a specific unique musical voice. So back to the random person on the street, that person specifically wants to pay whatever price they have to pay to get the specific individual that can only do the thing that that specific individual can do. Now, if I'm actually debating Pat Bartley, the next thing that he's gonna say is,
Yeah, but the AI is going to be able to play the David Binney solo.
and then I come back with, not before I already think of it, dude! And put this to the test, okay? And you guys are gonna respond in the comments. Go to Suno, that's the software that they're referring to, and try to prompt the AI to give a David Binney solo over a gas station mentality riff that sounds better than this. Tell me how it goes in the comments.
B flat.
Bro, it did.
Dude, it's actually mind-blowing that Patrick Bartley fears this. He doesn't see right on the surface that this is like generic crap, right? This music sucks. You're not making any statement with this music. This is not a threat. This is a non-entity.
I'm making it my freaking life's mission right now for the rest of my life. We're fighting against this. Like, I want y'all, because I just saw like, you know, you said like there's somebody that posted a message, right, saying this is scaring me because I'm a high schooler who wants to go into jazz performance. And by the time I graduate, God knows where this is gonna be. Like, do I even have a chance? Am I cooked? This
is what I'm saying, dude. Patrick Bartley is, I guess, unknowingly fueling that exact fear, right? So that high schooler is worried that, you know, AI is going to replace him. Patrick Bartley is like,
Yeah, man. It is going to replace you, so we better fight against it.
and you guys already know, I don't have to convince anyone, you can't fight against AI. That's a terrible thought pattern. It's impossible. It comes back to my argument with the David Binney. I'm not saying that in 2 months from now, AI can't, you know, replicate the David Binney solo on the Gas Station Mentality album. But I'm saying that if you're trying to replicate music, you know, from a bygone era, yeah, AI is gonna eat your lunch every single freaking moment. But the moment that you switch over into creating something that's literally never even been fathomed by other humans, now AI has zero power over you. So this is really unfortunate because Patrick Bartley is actually doing the very thing that he thinks he's fighting against. He's scaring the living fuck out of that kid by saying,
Yeah, man, like, yeah, no, we gotta fight against it.
and then what do you think the kid's parents are saying? The kid's parents are saying,
You can't fight against AI.
and so the kid is like,
Oh, I'm literally cooked.
when all somebody had to say is, dude, stop trying to play jazz, okay? Jazz is mentality anyway, it's not a style. If you keep playing the style of jazz, well, AI is gonna take everything you own. But if you use the mentality of jazz to create something entirely new, well then, guess what? You've busted open the infinite creativity glitch, and AI will never catch up to you.
You need to understand this is the type of fears that kids have. There are more people today, I want to argue, there are more people today that are eager to learn jazz than there's ever been.
That's sick, dude, but it's also kind of like unfortunate because what he's calling jazz is the very thing that AI is totally going to completely take over, right? He's calling jazz like it's a style. Yeah, AI is going to take over the style. Any style that's definitive, AI is already ahead of us, right? Don't you get it, man? This is my point. It's very simple. Man, like I said, there's like so many points I can make. We're only 2 minutes and 41 seconds of this reaction video. I'm gonna call it here, honestly. Honestly, if you guys want me to make more videos about how I think about AI, how I use AI, that's another thing. I'll say this. I use AI, for example, for concert promotion. So I've been promoting a concert for the past couple months. I've used AI to help me to promote that concert. But now I have, 2 months of copywriting out there where some of it's my copywriting, some of it's AI copywriting. When I compare the two, I can see right away mine is 1,000 times better than the AI every single time. So all I'm saying is because I embraced AI and I just tried using it, that's when I stopped fearing it, because I was like, this thing is at best riding my coattails. At absolute best riding my coattails. But the thing for me personally is that I'm just always creating new things, right? Like I'm a serial creator. I've got systems on systems on systems. Knowing full well that AI can learn all of my systems, but not until I teach it to them, you know what I'm saying? So because I literally have busted open the infinite creativity glitch, I just don't fear AI. So for you guys who fear AI, I'm gonna say something that might offend you a little bit. That means that your creative awareness is very small. If you're threatened by AI, you have a very small and narrow understanding of creation as a fundamental practice of reality. So like I said, if this is important stuff and I need to be talking about this on my channel, I'm happy to talk about it, because everything I have to say on this topic is totally gonna make you not fear AI. So if you don't wanna fear AI, tune into my channel. Comment below. If you want to learn more about what I do as a musician, check out Gas Station Mentality. That's my band. 1 week from the day I'm recording this video, we have the GSM Mastermind. That's October 4th in Otisfield, Maine. We'll probably be talking about this stuff at the Mastermind, to be honest. So the link for that's in the description, mentalitymusic.com/GSM Mastermind. And I'll link some of my other videos below so you can see my philosophy of teaching and just have a better understanding of what I do as a creator and how my mentality protects me from being afraid of AI or really anything for that matter. It's all infinite creativity glitch stuff. Actually, the first video I'll link will be the infinite creativity glitch video. That one's a banger. All right, see you guys soon.